All right, so we're gonna get straight into it. You have Khabib saying that Hamzat should box against DDP. What do you think about that?
I think it's a terrible game plan. Um, because DDP, although his striking is unorthodox, that's what he does, right? I don't think that Hamza should be. I think Hamza should spend less time on the feet as possible against DDP. And boxing, definitely not the way to go. I do think he should have a more energy conservative game plan rather than just like go straight gas, no breaks in the beginning, because he is gonna more than likely he's gonna get gassed out. We've seen it in his past fights. But I just don't think boxing is
And
the approach.
the only problem with that is that I don't feel like DP is gonna allow you to kind of be conservative. DDP is the type of dude to get in your face, awkward as hell, push the pace. He
Yeah,
wants to have a fast paced fight. So I don't know if Hamza has a choice in the matter when it comes to
yeah.
how fast that pace is gonna be. What do you think?
So I don't think that he has a choice, but I just think that his general approach to fights is I don't think it's going to be beneficial to him in this particular fight
Yeah.
because Drake is powerful. He has very unorthodox striking that works to his benefit, and I think he does have the advantage on the feet. And he just doesn't get tired, right? Whereas Hamza, we know he gets tired. He's going to get tired no matter what.
We know for a fact.
It's
Yeah, I
just a
mean,
matter of when. And I feel like if he goes all gas in the beginning, which he normally does, and it does not work, he's screwed.
the rat. And the thing is, the thing that makes it tough about this fight, like you want Hamzat to pace himself so that he can last 5 rounds. I'm not saying I want that. I don't care. I want him to lose,
Yeah.
right? I'm going for DDP. But
Okay.
if he wants to win, he has to be able to pace himself from the first round to the fifth. But
Yeah.
the thing is DDP is bigger and stronger than anybody Hamzat's ever fought before. So if he had to, push the pace and go as hard as he could against these other dudes like Usman and Robert Whitaker, imagine how much harder he's going to have to go against DDP. Because remember, Robert Whitaker's a 170 fighter. That's where he
Yeah.
came from. Usman, 170 pounds. Kevin Holland, 170 pounds. Most of the guys that is on Hamzat's record were 170 pounders. And if he had to go hard against them and he was gassing against them, gassing against Gilbert, who came from 155,
I
imagine
think, but I think that Gilbert fight was like a rare case because we've never seen him in that type of position prior or after. So I think that was a rare case. So I don't feel like
but
we should
still,
put
he's a 55er. We
yeah,
cannot.
I don't feel like we should put as much stock in that fight because it was just a rare situation. I would say a situation that probably wouldn't occur again, right? But I do agree with all the other things you said about, predominantly fighting 170 pounders at 85. But the Whitaker fight is the fight that kind of makes me feel like maybe Hamza has been doing something differently in his approach because he did to Whitaker what nobody else has been able to do, right? But I still think that he should approach this fight a little bit more smart against Dracus because
But
that,
there was a caveat though. He has a broken thing in there already. So he kind of broke what was already broken.
yeah,
So it's not like
but
he just broke his face. A
yeah,
fresh
but I feel like that's like we nitpicking at that point, right? Like we gotta just
why?
look at
Like would that have happened though if he had a normal face? I don't know. I don't know if he taps that fast. He tapped instantly.
I don't know, but like we'll never know, right? So I just feel like we kind of got to look at the fight for what it was, for what we saw.
Yeah,
And what we
yeah,
saw was him do something that nobody was able to do.
that's
But
true.
Drake is just he's just like a unique fighter, right? Like he seems to do everything wrong, but it's ultra effective. And he don't get gassed, even though he looks like he's gassed, right? And he would definitely be the biggest opponent that Hamza has ever faced.
Biggest opponent,
So, because he can arguably fight at 205.
best cardio,
Exactly.
shredded, strong.
Exactly. So this is an interesting fight because more than likely Hamza is not going to come with a more energy conservative game plan. He's going to do what he normally does.
Which he can't. It's not like he has a choice in the matter. I don't think he really has a choice in the matter, but
He doesn't, but I think that I don't know how, but I think there's a game plan where he can approach it moderately conservative.
well, I think the way he fought Robert, like if you watch that fight closely, when you watch how Hamza fought Robert, he was
Yeah.
kind of taking his time a little bit. Like he was grappling him, but like he wasn't going crazy the way he went against like Kevin Holland or like
Yeah.
he went against Usman and Gilbert. I feel like he was pacing himself a little bit better, but even still, I don't think that he's gonna get DDP down as easily as he got Robert Whitaker down. I think all around DDP is stronger and has probably better wrestling.
Okay. So if you were his coach, if you was Hamzat's coach, how would you recommend him approaching this early on to to have the best chance of getting him down?
Man, honestly, I can't really see how Hamzat wins. Like I can't see that. I
What
don't.
I'm saying, but if you
How do we
had
coach
to,
him
huh?
based on his style? How can
Yes,
we coach Hamzat to beat
yes.
DDP? I mean, I would say this. This is what I would want Hamzat to do because this is his best option is to pace himself. But we know that DDP is going to push the pace, so he's not going to be able to pace himself. So what can you do? His best bet would be to get DDP down and do everything he can to get some type of a stalemate position, a back triangle of sorts. Maybe kill 3 minutes with a back triangle, some type of half guard with a Turk ride, something where you can kind of kill some time. If he can kill 3 minutes, boom, take the round. Then maybe the second round, find a way to kill some. He needs to find ways to kill time without wasting too much energy. That's the best way he's
So
going to be able to do it. But is he going to be able to pin DDP in one spot? I don't know. But I feel like that's his best chance.
you're essentially saying that he should approach this in a boring manner. Just
Oh
try to
yeah, if you want to win,
yeah. So secure a boring victory. So basically, do what Mario Bautista did against Aldo. Just hold
does he
him
have
against.
does he have a
Hold him.
choice?
I mean,
I don't see it.
based on what we've seen from both guys, I don't think that he has a choice, right?
Nope. He's gonna gas. You can go hard, sure. DDP got five. DDP has 5 strong rounds.
But imagine though, imagine Hamzat goes in there, blitz him, takes him down, and it's a wrap.
Finishes him,
Imagine how crazy that would be. Do
and
you
then
think
Hamza finishes DDP.
exactly? Imagine if he takes him down, blitz him, takes him down, gets him out of there in the first round. Do you think that would be one of the biggest upsets in MMA?
Yes, but let me see something. Is he on the pound for pound list?
I'm not even sure.
Let me see something.
I don't. I feel like he wouldn't be because for the most part, a lot of those people are champions. Like in that top, in that pound for pound list is mostly champion.
It's mostly champions, right? Because
Yeah.
if he were to go in there and stop DDP, you gotta put him in that pound for pound at this point.
You have to.
No, he is. He's ranked number 14 pound for pound in the world. He's ranked number 14. He goes in there and stops
But the top 10 is what matters though. The top 10 pound for pound. That's what you really pay attention to.
Now his resume is starting to get real serious because that would mean he beat Robert Whitaker with a
Yeah.
stoppage. He dominated Usman. Well, he didn't dominate him. If he would have kept going, he would have lost. But he
Yeah.
beat Usman nonetheless.
He had a dominant first round.
Beat Gilbert, Kevin Holland, for whatever that means. He beat him, right?
Who doesn't be on him?
If he beats him, man, you could put him in the top 10. You could. I'm not saying how high. I don't know about how high he would go, but definitely put him somewhere in the top 10. And that would be a
Yeah.
crazy upset if Hamzat goes in there and stops DDP.
Yeah.
Because man, he has to be an underdog. He has to be.
I would assume so. Yeah.
Yeah, he has to. We need that third person in this podcast that does all the research for us.
Yeah. Somebody in the background.
Who does all the research.
Yeah.
If he beats him, no man, that'd be crazy. If DDP wins, right now, DDP is ranked number 4. We have Merab number 3, Islam number 2, and Ilya number 1. If DDP beats, where do you think he should be ranked?
I still don't think Hamzat should overlap.
No. Sorry. If DDP beats Hamzat,
Okay. If
DDP's ranked number 4.
if he beats Hamzat, I mean, we already know he jumping over Islam. We
I
already
already
knew
think he's
that.
over Islam, but I'm not gonna go there.
He'll officially, I think, he'll have to go over him. The amount of hype that Hamzat has, the fact that he's undefeated, you beat him, you have to get put over Islam. You have to be at number 3 in the pound for pound. You have to be.
Well, remember, on paper, Merab is number 3. So you're saying on paper, move Merab to number 2 and DDP number 3.
You put Ilya number 1 where he's at, Marab number 2, Hamzat number 3, and
No, not Hamzat. DDP. You mean
I mean
DDP?
DDP number 3, up, and then Islam. I guess we have to put him at 4. I guess.
Put him at 4. Okay. I'm not mad at that. All right. So yeah, I mean, so official pick for you though when it comes to that fight, who you got winning?
Official pick, I have to go with Dricus because I mean, there's nothing that that there's nothing that makes me feel confident in picking Hamza, you know?
The
Like
cardio's not there.
the
The
cardio's not
striking
there.
skill's not there.
Exactly. So
Wrestling and the grappling though,
it's there.
Hamzat's wrestling and grappling are different.
It is.
But it's an MMA fight. It's not just a grappling.
And we've seen that Dricus is hard to take down. And when you get him down, he's not easy to keep down.
He's gonna scramble. He's gonna push the pace. He's gonna make you work.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. I'm with you though. I think I got DDP winning that. I think it's gonna be a tough fight. Obviously, those first two rounds.
Yeah.
Those first two, maybe the first. It might be a war the whole time, to be honest. But I just think DDP is gonna have a little bit.
I don't even know. No, because we've never seen Hamza go 5 rounds.
Yeah.
So it's
And we've seen his
definitely
pace when he fought Usman and when he fought like I'm not sure about Gilbert when he fought Usman, his pace gets really bad, like really like he starts punching at like nothing, like he doesn't really throw any punches after a while.
but again, I was gonna say, in that fight, I mean, you can kind of say also that it was a short notice fight. It was a last minute opponent change, so that could have been a reasoning. But I just think that regardless, this Hamza fight with Dracus, I want to say the first 2 rounds, confidently, I can say the first 2 rounds are gonna be tough. I would say both.
It's gonna be a war. Those first two, gonna be tough.
Exactly. But past that, I don't know. I don't know. Because again, we've never seen Hamzat go 5. For all we know,
Thirds are usually kind of weak.
third is
Lost,
weak,
lost
exactly.
third to
By
Usman.
that point, cardio's already deplenished. So he could honestly get finished.
What's funny because when he fought Usman, when Hamza fought Usman, I thought that he got a 10-8 in the first round, but I
Yeah.
thought he lost the second two. I thought the fight was a draw.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely had a dominant first round, and then the pace definitely slowed down after that, which was kind of surprising because I don't even think that I can remember, I don't think I've seen Hamzat's pace decline that quickly in any other fight.
He didn't do anything in that second round,
Yeah.
like at all the third round. So like he does that against DDP. It's a wrap. DDP is going hard. He's all night.
I do think that if Dracus wins, which I'm gonna say we both agree on that, I think he finishes him. I don't see that fight going to decision because if it's a 5 round fight. Hamza has never went 5 rounds, at least in the UFC.
Yeah.
So, and his cardio is not that we've seen. It's not he doesn't have 5 round cardio. He has 2, maybe 2.5 round cardio. I see Dracus, if the fight goes past the first 2 rounds, I can see Dracus finishing him in third, fourth round.
With what? Striking or what? Grappling or
I would say either
like ground and pound maybe?
I would say ground and pound. I would say there's a chance that he can get him out of there on the feet, but I would say ground and pound if I had to like say something.
Something like he's in a position, he's too many unanswered shots type of deal.
Yeah. Or get him against the fence, TKO him against the fence.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but I could see that. Yeah, I mean, DDP's a bad boy, man. All right, so now we got my man Arman Sarukian constantly just running his mouth online, and Hooker is after him for whatever reason. Hooker don't like Arman, and I don't know if he thinks he can beat him. I don't know what the deal is.
Honestly,
What do you think about that?
if I had to guess, I feel like he probably feels like he can beat him, considering they both have a common opponent. And I know styles make fights, but their common opponent, obviously, we know Arman lost to Gamrot. Close fight, but he lost, and Hooker beat him. And not only did Hooker beat him, Hooker was putting it on him.
Yeah.
Hooker was beating him up on the feet. So maybe he feels that based on that information, he probably feels like Gamrot and Arman similar. Arman, obviously has the better striking than Gamrot, but they have a similar type of
But
style.
I think Gamrot has less wrestling than Arman, and I think that played a big part in why Hooker had some success there.
Yeah.
But arguably, a lot of people think that Hooker lost that fight to Gamrot.
I don't think that he lost. It was a close fight, but I don't think he lost.
You thought he won that by a
I
little
thought he
bit?
won very, very, very close. I would say I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was a split decision or whatever, but definitely it had to be a split decision, not unanimous. But maybe that's where his confidence comes from. Maybe the fact that
I beat the guy that beat you, basically.
exactly, I beat the guy that beat you, so now I want you now, right?
Yeah,
So maybe
yeah,
that's
yeah.
where the confidence comes from.
That MMA math just doesn't add up because of styles makes fights, you know?
Exactly. But also, Hooker's his confidence is up, right? He came off, he was on a skid some years ago. Now he got a little, win streak coming along. So he's confident. And a lot of times that confidence makes you feel like you Superman, right? That you can do anything.
Yeah, I mean, but well, let me ask you this. Do you think that Hooker has a chance to beat Arman?